It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC East rivals. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And it's all up next.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, Charles, you look at our teams here and where they fit in, not just in the AFC East, but in the AFC as a whole, and it certainly all starts at the quarterback position.
It certainly does, and how about the new matchup that we have? Josh Allen with the Bills and Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. And remember, Aaron Rodgers is there to get the Jets not only back into playoff contention, but into an AFC Championship game appearance and maybe a Super Bowl. Josh Allen, he wants to get to the Super Bowl. They'll go about it two different ways, but both of them exceptional talents.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now the new pickup from New England. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Allen now looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 11. Here's Allen. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Allen again. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Bass is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Rodgers to throw. It's complete. Lazard.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Remember, the 1 timeout still available as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Here's 3rd down at 5. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Allen off the play fake. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Here's Sam Martin now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Wilson's got it complete. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this to Lazard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Second down and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. Rodgers again now. It's complete to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least 1 more OT to decide it after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Rodgers. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Nothing's free. Nothing's free. Start early. Play it a little aggressive, baby. Let's run it off.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes